Hi, it's Leela. I want to talk to you about the importance of negotiation. So, in kink, negotiation is the practice of talking about what you're going to do before you do it. And sometimes that's simple, we meet up at a bar and I have some impact toys and we have a discussion about well, would you like me to hit you with this toy, or what's your pain threshold? How do you feel about these things? And Sometimes it's more complicated, and I'm kind of sucker for long, complicated negotiations. So, in a more kind of in depth negotiation, what you're doing is you're getting into what do I want? What do you want? What are the must haves? What are the like to haves? What are the absolute no's? What are the probably nots? What are the physical restrictions and limitations? Any medical conditions? Any psychological conditions we should be aware of? And on a more fun level, what are we going to do? Where are we going to do it? What's it going to involve in terms of physical pain, in terms of touch, in terms of sex, in terms of sexual protections, in terms of physical protections, in terms of everything we're setting up in the scene? What characters are we going to be? What props are we going to use? Who's going to bring what to the party? And then how are we going to manage aftercare? What are our aftercare expectations? Where is that going to be? What's our setup? What are we bringing? Is it going to involve food? Is it going to involve cuddling? And then what's our follow up after that? So negotiation is really how in kink play we make sure that what we are doing is really what everyone wants to be doing, especially, and it becomes absolutely critical if you're setting up situations where people might not be able to communicate effectively. For example, if your scene involves a gag, it's going to be very important to work out physical, like that means no, or red, or stop. It's very important that we're pretending here, right? It's all pretend, it's all play, it's all for fun. So we need to make sure we have things in place to make sure that if either party, dominant or submissive, is no longer finding themselves in a situation where this is feeling like a positive, fun, good thing, that they can very easily get out of it. And that means that when you're doing a more complex scene, when you're doing a scene that involves someone saying no when they mean yes, when you're doing a scene that involves somebody expressing pain but not wanting it to be something that stops, when you're doing something that involves playing characters that may be potentially triggering, you never know what's going to come up. So you need to make sure that when you're negotiating, you got good parameters. The negotiation also allows you to feel safe pushing your boundaries a bit, because if you've got good negotiation, then you've got a plan for what this is going to be. You can encapsulate it. And then where it gets really beautiful is that allows you to rewrite your stories. It allows you to really work with your own brain and really get into some of the places where you feel stuck, where you feel scared, where you have issues that are holding you up, and touch those places, and then rewrite the ending of that story, and re-experience it in a different way, or experience something that you're afraid of that you've never experienced, but then decide how the outcome's gonna go. And that's something that is written into your negotiation. So I think kink negotiation is absolutely beautiful, and I like the idea of negotiating beyond kink in things in life. More explicit communication helps us all feel more comfortable with everything that we're doing. So that's one of those lessons from kink that I would really like to see extrapolated more into the broader world. We're approaching something. Let's actually be explicit about what we're doing and what our expectations are. I think it's beautiful. All right, I'll leave it there. Thanks and have a great day.